We are just gonna keep digging that hole.
How will you make sense of it all?
Salutations, everybody. It is Matty here today, and my oh my, we have a health concern for Fallout 76. And no, it's not anger as you go through 1,000,001 bugs. It's actually a legitimate health concern coming from the collector's edition. I know a lot of viewers of mine have the Power Armor edition for Fallout 76. God bless your soul if you spent money on it, but there is a health risk surrounding it, and there's a mass recall going on with those helmets, so listen up if you want to make sure you're going to be A-okay. I'll have a link to the main article we're covering in the description down below, but first, let's take a look at the official recall so you guys know I ain't fibbing. Chronicle recalls Power Armor collectible helmets due to risk of mold exposure. Recall alert. And as we can see, there's a photo here of the red T-51B Power Armor collectible helmet. The remedy is a refund, so this is your chance. If maybe you lost your receipt, you can get your money back. Now, you may have noticed that the T-51B Power Armor helmet is red, and that's because the recall is surrounding GameStop and their Power Armor helmets. It is not the Bethesda line, so we're going to get into the official information now from DualShockers, and then we'll take a look at my helmet. According to the recall site, on the inside of the Fallout 76 themed helmet, the polyester cotton blend fabric insert may contain mold. This poses a risk of respiratory or other infections to those who may suffer from compromised immune systems, damaged lungs, or an allergy to mold. Full refunds are being offered for those who do contact GameStop, to which they'll be given instructions on how to return. GameStop is also apparently reaching out to any known purchasers directly. The recall was issued on September 19th, 2019, and the website also states there are roughly 20,000 of these helmets out there. At current, there have been no reported incidents. Now wait one second, how much was the Power Armor edition for Fallout 76? $200. 200 times 20,000. Y'all gave Bethesda $4 million alone for their collector's edition on Fallout 76? Oh me, oh my. And that's just through GameStop. If you were a consumer who grabbed hold of the Fallout 76 T-51 Power Armor helmet, then you can contact GameStop through phone, online, or email by following the instructions on the recall site, which I will also have linked down below. Now, Bethesda has not been a stranger in this last year to poor physical items. When we actually look at the Fallout 76 jackets that they put out there, that was really not good, and they charged a significant price for it, or the canvas bag issue where Bethesda claimed there was a 2018 shortage on canvas, which ended up not being true because then they did end up refunding and creating the actual bags they promised because they were being targeted for false advertisement. It's been a real rocky road, and it just got a little bumpier. But wait, I have the Power Armor edition. This cannot be good. Safety first. All right, we actually gotta find this thing next because I don't know where I put it. I used to have it in the background in a lot of my videos, but I have this helmet here. A viewer actually gave it to me, and so I think it's way better than the Fallout 76 Power Armor, so I never bothered with putting that one on display. Obviously, the first place we gotta check is the closet, which, yeah, right here. Yep, we're good. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm kind of nervous because, you know, I'm thinking to myself, what if this has like stink bugs in it or something? Stink bugs are terrifying. What if this has a ton of mold in it? Am I jeopardizing my health just for my YouTube channel? Now, some of you may be wondering why I'm taking such precautions, and it's because Bethesda sent me this. I don't know if they sent it to me through GameStop. Did they send it to me through their cell? I don't know. I don't know. So we're making sure. All right, open up, open up. Oh my God, look at that. Yep, nice quality. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see how the inside is looking. We're gonna need a flashlight. All right. So far, it doesn't look like we're gonna have any issues here. It's looking pretty clean. Sorry, this is really tough to do camera work and shining a flashlight. Yeah, it's looking all right. I'm not gonna wear this anyway, just cause like this is one of the most uncomfortable. Look at that. Like, look at that. That's what's resting on your head right there. That little plastic strap with a little bit of padding. It's the most uncomfortable thing I've ever experienced. But yeah, it looks like we're safe. Looks like we can take off the mask. Mold free. I might dispose of it anyway because I can be a germaphobe at times. A quick story time, because I know in this video I look very extra and part of it is to make a lot of you laugh, but I thought I would inform everybody also that I do have really bad reactions to mold historically. So I know this is going to sound sad, but don't worry, it's all okay. The time has passed. When my grandmother had passed away, we were cleaning out her house of her belongings, and she actually had mold inside her walls. And I remember for weeks and weeks on end in 2017, I was coughing, sneezing, blowing my nose constantly. I always felt sick for weeks on end, and it wasn't until we discovered there was mold on the inside of the walls in her basement, where I had primarily been working there for the time. And so for me personally, I had to definitely make sure, even though this helmet was sitting in my closet, I had to make sure that there wasn't any mold in there, because I was like, oh boy, no, I am not getting super sick once again. You know, I will say this much. I truly believe with Fallout 76 that with every single bump in the road, it definitely hasn't been easy on the team at Bethesda, and I truly believe in my heart of hearts that if Wastelanders fails, if it comes out really buggy, if it's poorly received, if it's not what fans wanted, I truly believe this project's gonna go away. And I know that's not like a hot take. I think people have been saying that for a really long while, but I don't view 76 as this cash cow that's making enough to continue to produce content like Wastelanders. So I feel like with these types of things cropping up, it's just like another little nail in the coffin as we're just working our way around here. And it's upsetting, man, because this is a game that I was really hoping would turn around at some point, but when I see these types of news stories coming out, it's like, man, they really, has there been one positive beat outside of Fallout 76 Battle Royale where that was surprisingly good, right? And that's like the weirdest thing of it all. You know, Bethesda's not a multiplayer developer, but they created one of the more fun Battle Royale renditions in one of the biggest failures, if not the biggest failure, of 2018. It's insane. It still kind of blows my mind. And it's probably because Bethesda Game Studios made 4 Game of the Year titles, in my opinion, before that in a row. And I mean, they won awards for it anyway, so the facts are there. I do think it's important to also interject that while it's very easy to get on top of Bethesda, yet another mistake, and obviously they played a part in this in some sense because this is their product that they are selling, although it is produced by GameStop. They did issue a statement very quickly about this, which I think is good, and did provide the proper information. They said the helmets that are being recalled are not from our Fallout 76 Power Armor Edition, but are instead a different line of helmets sold exclusively by GameStop. The Fallout 76 Power Armor Edition helmets are unaffected, so there's a difference there, like I mentioned in the beginning of this video. Consumers should visit the product recall page for instructions if they have purchased the GameStop helmet. So they're like, yo, go get the help you need, it's totally okay. But I think it's important to note that there is that difference there. Is it surprising that 76 encountered yet another roadblock? No, not really. I think this game is actually cursed, but when it comes to who is responsible here, it does lean more on the side of GameStop than Bethesda, because I guess they produced different lines of helmets, which I really don't understand that, but that must have been, as they mentioned, an exclusivity deal where GameStop paid Bethesda X amount of dollars to have a special version of the helmet to drive more sales there, because I know every YouTuber under the sun's telling people how GameStop is going under and failing, and so I'm sure this is one of their bigger pushes, because BGS products tend to sell a little bit better than other games. And so I just wanted to make sure people were well aware that Bethesda did issue a statement. They did comment on this because the original article actually had mentioned that this was just all Fallout 76 Power Armor helmets, which would have been a much bigger deal and awful for Bethesda if every single Power Armor helmet could have been recalled. That would have been one of the worst outcomes of a collector's edition in gaming history, because think of it this way: the canvas bag, and then you have a mold problem with your helmets. That's if it were a worst case scenario and it were the Bethesda Power Armor helmets, but it is just the GameStop exclusive one. So I urge you one more time that if you did purchase from GameStop, that you do refund this helmet, get rid of it, and keep yourself safe. But anyway, that'll do, ladies and gentlemen. There has been a recall on the Power Armor helmets from GameStop, so if you did order one there, be sure to get your money back, or if you're really interested, you could probably get a newly produced helmet. But I mean, look, I don't think anyone walked into 76 expected to be so bad, and they already opened up their Power Armor edition. They're like, man, can't get my money back now. GameStop only give me $5 for a trade-in, but now and get all that cash back, 150 plus in 2019. Not too bad. So give them a call. I would really recommend it because you don't want to mess around with mold. That can be really dangerous, obviously. I don't think that's news to anybody. But yeah, I hope I helped you guys out. I hope I informed you properly. And once again, link to the recall site will be in the description down below if you need it. I just know as a formerly Fallout only channel, I still have a lot of Fallout viewers here, and I want to make sure you guys are aware of how you can keep yourselves safe. So let me know what you think of 76 so far. Are you looking forward to Wastelanders, and are you returning your power armor helmet? I'm looking forward to reading some stories in the comments, hopefully. Other than that, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. Those links are in the description down below, along with my Patreon. Do consider supporting that as it fuels all the content I create here. Stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.